Hi, I'm sure you've heard that I have been asking for refunds for U.S. workers for several months. Ever since I found out that DOJ has exposed all of the fraud and corruption in our federal government, things that none of us ever imagined. I always thought I knew what was going on in our country, but I found out I didn't. I did not have a clue. I had no idea that the greatest globalist movement in the world was running through our U.S. Treasury and our U.S. AID. I had no idea, and I'm sure you did not either. But because we have seen over $37 trillion being used erroneously, fraudulently, however you want to call it, because of that, I am going to ask that those of us who are worker bees in this country get refunds from our federal government. And I heard one of our U.S. congressmen say, we're not in the business of giving back money. We're not in the business of letting our Congress not take care of their responsibilities that they owe to U.S. workers. And I'm going to stop saying taxpayers. I want to make it as personal as possible. When you go to work every day and they take out money out of your out of your paycheck, and you don't even ask questions. We've never even asked questions about it. I don't. I'm thinking, this is my country. I want them to use my money to make my country better. It never occurred to me that these people were not doing one thing to try to make my country better. That was not their goal. Their goal was to make them and their entire families as wealthy as possible, because I worked 70 hours a week. That has always been their goal. And because of that, I'm going to still ask for refunds for every worker in America, everybody who is still alive, who has ever worked 1 hour in this country. I'm going to ask for refunds. And I'm going to keep asking, especially now that I know that $37 trillion was misappropriated. And it somehow was so strange that all of this money seemed to come back to people in Washington and their entire families, including all of their distant cousins. So anyway, please stand with me and ask for refunds for U.S. workers. We have taken care of the whole world for decades. We have made all of these people in Congress multimillionaires off of our blood, sweat, and tears at our jobs. So anyway, that is just my thing. I'm asking for refunds. And yes, I'm going to keep asking.